Welcome everyone to Auto Club Speedway, located in Fontana, California. This facility has been the host of many NASCAR and IndyCar races throughout the late 90s, all the way up until this year, as this track is going to be torn down and turned into a short track. But the 2-mile configuration will live on in the virtual world, including here on NASCAR Heat 5, as it is a stop. It is our second stop on the 2023 Phantom Racing League campaign. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am the announcer who somehow hasn't been fired yet, and you are tuning in to race number 2 of the Phantom Racing League season. Our competitors have just wrapped up qualifying, and I'm looking at the results now. Bad Fast 43 is your pole sitter. So I'm going to round off the starting lineup here. Bad Fast 43 in the 48 car at a 38.721 second lap time puts him on the pole, and that'll reward him the bonus point for winning the pole, and that'll be added to his points total once this is all said and done. Starting in the second spot, MJ Bross in the 4 car at a 38.775. He'll be on the outside in the front row. In row number 2, Showtime Flash in the 38 car at a 38.842. Alongside him will be Loaderman 501 in car number 53. In row number 3, D-Bat Baseball in the 21 car. Next to him, Elvin Priest in the 51 Chevrolet. In P7, we have MFF Nomad 8 in car number 8. In the 8th spot next to him, Black Cross 73, our most recent winner, in the 24 car. 19mm will roll off in the 9th spot in car number 12. And rounding out your top 10, excuse me 1 second, I am getting bombarded here. Starting in 10th is, oh my god, Motorsports Fan in the 32 car. He will start in the 10th spot. Rolling off P11, Portal Guy 22, his first start of the season. He is in the number 47 car. And in the 12th spot, we got MFF Ed, though, in car number 1. He is our in-race reporter for tonight. FR Shovelhead in the 14 car is 13th, and starting shotgun on the field, the 88 of Big Country. Let's take a moment to get settled in here. Want to shout out Sniper Z71 in the chat. We love you too. Let's keep those messages coming in. Want to appreciate everyone that's tuned in and also watched the highlight reel that I put together this weekend of the first race. That video's up to 200 views now. Very much appreciate that. Yes, you did, Sniper. Yes, you did. He told me he was able to make it to the broadcast, and indeed he did, so shout out to him. Want to list off some storylines heading into this race here. Let's start with our most recent winner, Black Cross 73 in the 24 car. Coming into this race with the win, the only driver in the series with the win so far, since it's the first race of the season, obviously, and now we're in the second. He believes that that was his only shot to win, so not a whole lot of confidence heading into tonight, so we'll see how he does. He rolls off 8th tonight. Next up, we got our points leader heading into tonight after one race, MJ Bross in the 4 car. Even though he finished third, he got a massive haul of points in the 2 stages, as well as the bonus point for winning the pole. He's hoping to increase that points lead after tonight. And we got one more storyline, as not everyone was able to make it to the first race last week. And one of those guys being Portal Guy 22 in car number 47. And missing the first race puts him behind the 8 ball with the rest of the field. But good news for him, he believes this is one of his best tracks. So if there is a night that he can make up some ground, tonight could be the night. As we take a quick moment here, as our drivers are still undergoing the briefing here, not quite started yet, so I'm going to step aside here for a quick moment. Alright, I am back and our drivers are just about ready to go. The countdown is already ticking. And also want to give a shout out to Hell Yes Let's Go Productions. Welcome aboard, as he is rooting for Shovelhead tonight. Everyone let me know who you're rooting for. Who do you think is going to win this race? I might try to set up a poll here if I can during one of the stage breaks if possible. Alright, looks like the clock has hit 0 and we're ready to get going here. Hopefully I'm not too late. Sniper is rooting for all of MFF Motorsports. We got a handful of MFF drivers here tonight. I'm going to try to say that twice as fast. This track may be being torn down into a short track, but it lives on here. Bad Fast on the inside, MJ on the outside. The green flag waves for race number 2 here at Auto Club. Not long and you see them already fanning out down the back straightaway. White and yellow car in the back. I think that might be D-Bat. Getting strung out off of turn number 2. Kind of lost it there, but he's gathered it back up. Look at the big run on the outside from Showtime Flash in that 38 Ford. Way to the outside goes Loaderman. He's going to have Elvin peek down to the inside of him. That is for the 4th spot. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. To lead lap number 1, it's going to be Bad Fast in that 48 car. Leads lap number 1. Showtime with a big push from the 4 car into turn 1. Some close racing up in the front. Way to the outside goes the 47 of Portal. Space and draft is going to be at a premium here, as everyone's going to try to build as many runs as they can. Almost 3 wide there, mid-pack, 1-9 way up the racetrack. Loaderman also up the racetrack. Bad Fast still your leader. Showtime Flash in 2nd. MJ Bross in 3rd. Elvin Priest in the 4th spot in that 51 machine. That's right on board from him. There's that HendrickCars.com car of Black Cross. Oh, MFF Nomad in the 8 car down to the inside. Shovelhead, who started a little deeper in the field, has already marched his way up. Closer up into the top 10. He's looking to pick off a few more cars here. Let's see what kind of car he has in this race. Massive runs into turn 1. Elvin looking to the outside of MJ in that 4 car. That bright blue bush can. Oh, we got a spinner off of 2, and it's the 1 car of Ed, though. I believe he's the only car in it, so we might stay green. We'll keep an eye out for him as he tries to get it fired back up here. 3 wide into 3. Shovelhead picking off another one here. Past the 53 of Loaderman. Black Cross also on the move. Up to 4th. As Mike slides back into the 5th spot. Oh, Black Cross getting a little out of shape there. And our first caution is out. And I believe it's for MFF Ed, though. We saw him get sideways in the middle of turn 2. Not sure how it started. I'm going to ride on board from his point of view here. I have 3 onboards I'm referring to tonight, one of them being Ed. Bad Fast, as always, providing his point of view. And I also now have Showtime Flash in the 38 to refer to. So it looked like Ed was trying to set up a pass on D-Bat, and he just got up on the apron and lost control. Alright, pit stops underway here. We're about 5 or 6 laps into this race. No matter how many laps green they run, these guys are going to pit every chance they can. Those tires wear out fast here at this racetrack. So Bad Fast, your leader. Showtime Flash Elvin, 2nd and 3rd. Oh, and massive contact there from Big Country, trying to get into his pit stall. We've been seeing that a lot lately. A lot of contact being made on pit road. Yet for some reason it doesn't seem to affect any of these guys. See contact back there, car sideways there. Either way, it's going to be Bad Fast who's going to maintain the lead as everyone completes the race off pit road. And they should be going green here this time by. Once again, I want to take a quick break to thank everyone for tuning in here tonight. We do races every Thursday night at 9:05. I was about 2 minutes late this time, but hopefully we don't make that mistake again. Fashionably late, they say. And so you don't miss these upcoming races, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming races, as well as highlight reels of those races later on in the weekend. Once again, we have our first restart here. Bad Fast, still your race leader. Showtime Flash on the outside. And then you got Elvin Priest in the 3rd spot. MJ in 4th. The green flag waves once again here at Auto Club. Big jump from the 48. He's going to jump way to the outside. D-Bat going to the outside as well. MJ up to 2nd. See Black Cross trying to set up a pass there further back. Looks like Shovelhead he's trying to pass. Here's Nomad in the 8 car trying to hold off the 32 of Motorsports Fan, that black and red car. Passing on another black and red car. Country up the track right in front of D-Bat in that Menards car. Big run on the outside. Flash sinking back in the running order. He's got Shovelhead behind him. Nomad's going to take advantage on the outside. Still Bad Fast, your leader. Mike in 2nd. Elvin in third, Black Cross in the fourth spot. Crossed the line this time by. Sailing into turn one at full speed. These are probably the fastest speeds these guys will go all season, is right there in turn one. Oh, and Nomad and Motorsports get together on the backstretch, and they're sliding and crashing. And I believe that'll be our second caution. Oh no, tough break. Granted, it's still early. But already, our second caution of the night. Even at a track as wide as this, space and draft are at a premium. These guys are fighting for every inch they can, and every spot they can in this pack. Everyone knows how competitive this field is. Racing as close as it's been 10 laps into this thing. And it's looked like, I don't have access to a replay right now, but I believe maybe the 8 car got a little bit loose off of 2. As I look back here. Second round of pit stops underway. And Nomad was on the outside of the 32 of Motorsports. He gave him enough room, kind of pinched him, and they just kind of got together. Once their car straightened out on the straightaway, they just connected a little bit of a side swipe, and around they both went. Now with these pit stops, is there anyone that's going to try to pull off something here? What kind of strategy are these guys thinking? Maybe someone tries to be bold and take 2 tires? Oh, and it's a 3-wide battle for third. Look at that! And I think Black Cross is going to gain a spot or 2. Bad Fast still your race leader. Actually, I was just talking about whether or not someone would pull off some kind of strategy and stay out, or maybe take no tires or 2. I wonder, I might have missed it, but I wonder if Big Country stayed out under the caution. If so, this can get very, very interesting. I'll have to check here, see if that's correct. I think everyone's trying to sort this out here. So there you have it, strategy taking place here on this next restart. Only a couple of laps on those tires. But Big Country in the 88 Valvoline Chevrolet is going to stay out on old tires. He is your race leader heading to Green Country on the inside. Gets a great restart. He's going to edge out ahead of Bad Fast and Mike. And we're back underway. Now the question will be, how long can Country stay up there in that 88 car? He got a pretty good jump in the restart zone. But he's got 2 fast, hungry hounds running him down. Are they going to try to split him through the middle here? Yes, they will. 3 wide down the back straightaway at Fontana. As they set sail into turn 3, Big Country right in the middle. He's going to tuck in behind the 48 of Bad Fast. And it looks like Mike is going to get the lead here in that 4 car. They're still 3 wide further back. And MJ's going to get a push from Elvin. Bad Fast don't need such a push. He got a big run there. And also, look who else is gaining ground. That 12 car of 19mm up into the top 5. He's got a run here. Let's see if he takes it. Yes, he does. Peeking out to the inside. Black Cross going to fill that hole up top. Down into turn 3. Side by side. The 4 car with the advantage over the 48. He runs him up just a little bit. Dead even off a 4. And Bad Fast is going to lead that lap here. And look at this train on the inside. MJ on Elvin on 1-9 on Loaderman. And on the outside, you got the 2 Hendrick cars as well as Showtime, Flash, and Shovelhead. Nomad trying to make up some ground, and there's the 47 of Portal Guy. Let's ride on board with him. We haven't talked much about him. This Hungry Jack car is hungry for a good finish here today. He missed out on the first race last week, so he is back in the pit in points. And a good result today will help him climb out of that hole. He's a little bit further back in the running order currently, but it is still very early in this race. Nomad looking to make a pass on Shovelhead in that 14 car. DVAT shoving it up the gut. And Nomad's going to stick it down there. DVAT getting a little tight, a little antsy. And Nomad had to react to it. Motorsports fan trying to recover from the accident as well. Gets around the 8 car of Nomad. Is this 4 wide? Oh my goodness. Look at this battle. And you see Big Country in the 88 car. Those old tires not holding up for him. He has already lost the pack. Not that it means much, but at least he'll get credit for leading a lap or 2. Meanwhile, the battle is up front. MJ Bros in that 4 car is your race leader. Elvin Priest looking to make something out of it here. He's got help from the 12 car of 19mm, as well as the 53 of Loaderman. As they set sail into turn 3, let's see what kind of run Bad Fast can build up. He's got a bit of a gap between him and Black Cross. Not much help. Not much else help up there. Mike RPM still your race leader. A little 3 wide, further back. 1-9 overshoots the corner just a little bit. That's going to run Bad Fast up the racetrack. When Black Cross had the checkup for him. As they're starting to get single file here, and it looks like Loaderman and Shovelhead are going to get hung out to dry here. It's Bad Fast is looking to make a pass from the top rope through 3 and 4. He's still hanging on to a top 5 spot. Now he's getting hung out. Oh, Shovelhead slid up right in front of him. Didn't quite check up in time. Bad Fast continuing to sink back in the running order. Nomad going to get around him in the 8 car. But Showtime Flash didn't have a good exit. The outside's where all the momentum is right there. Bad Fast going to use it as much as he can. Shovelhead looking to make a pass on the 53 of Loaderman. He's going to go all the way below the white paint to make it happen, and he can't quite do it. It's one of the few tracks where running on the apron actually can help a little bit. It's not as treacherous as most intermediate tracks on here, but still a risk, but you can definitely make up some ground going that far down. Basically any pavement can work here. The bottom lane, the middle lane is pretty fast. In the real world, you can pretty much run all the way up against the wall, but unfortunately here, the top lane is about as useful as motorsports games making a good NASCAR game. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Anyway, Mike RPM still your leader in that 4 car on the outside, leading a big train of cars here. Elvin up to second. I'm going to have a hard time telling the 51 and the 24 apart, since their color schemes are very similar here. Granted, it is Memorial Day weekend here this Sunday. This is kind of our Memorial race weekend here in Phantom Racing League. As we let's look at the 51 car here. He actually has a name. I wish I could read it. On the banner of that car, that is a Memorial Day race paint scheme that he is running. As that is one of the fallen soldiers. Brave men and women that have served this country, as we honor them here tonight. with some good old-fashioned racing here at Auto Club Speedway. Oh, Portal guy in the 47 down to the inside there. So the 4-car of MJ Bros is your race leader. Elvin Priest in the second spot. Black Cross in third. Maybe not for long. 19mm goes in the inside. Elvin sees it. Almost 3 wide for second. Elvin shut the door on the 12 car. Making a pass for third, which could be a pass for second if Black Cross can clear the 51. And I think we had a near accident there between those white cars. Not sure which one, maybe all 3 of them. I think that's Bad Fast on the inside of Showtime Flash and Loaderman right there in the middle. And green flag pit stops underway here. Black Cross, Bad Fast, the other 2 white cars are Loaderman and Showtime Flash. Nomad stay out as Elvin, Mike RPM, 19mm Shovelhead, and Motorsports Fan are all gonna pit early. So we'll keep an eye on that other pack, see if they follow suit. Ed getting around D-Bat Baseball for position. Here's Bad Fast, Showtime. Black Cross still staying out, not pitting yet. He's got about 1 or 2 laps left in the tank, so they're going to have to come in at some point. That's 6 laps to go in stage number 1. Loaderman looking to go to the outside of Showtime Flash, coming off turn 2. Car on the outside. I think he was one of the ones that pitted. Elvin Priest comes out. Black Cross is going to come in all by himself, as the others are still staying out. So this could be the 24th chance to get a leg up on those guys. Anyone else in as well? No, it's just him. I believe Bad Fast is the leader since he hasn't pitted yet, and he's coming in this time. Anyone going with him? Still no. Loaderman and Showtime Flash. I think they're going to stretch... Oh, I don't think they can stretch this thing out. There's like, what, 4 or 5 laps left? And Bad Fast was cutting it close on fuel. There's Black Cross just now coming out. He's going to come out ahead of this group. So yeah, this is your race leader at the moment, Showtime Flash, yet to pit. Same with the 53 of Loaderman. Actually, I forgot. Showtime Flash is one of my onboards for tonight here. Yeah, he is the race leader. Loaderman coming in. Showtime has 1 lap left of fuel. I'm going to be looking at that thing, see if that thing hits 0. There's Loaderman in. Bad Fast coming out now. Nomad came in and out. 19 and D-Bat side by side. There's Portal guy in the 47. Look like he's going to get split 3 wide middle here. Look out. Let's go back to the 38 car, see when he comes in here. He looks like he made it just in time. His fuel number just hit 0. As he will be the last car to pit in stage 1. Which will cycle the lead to... Here's Loaderman, the 53 car. Let's see where he comes out. Since he pitted just before the 38, he's going to come out way, way ahead of these guys. But he pitted later, so I'm not quite sure where things stand at the moment. Bad Fast in the 48 car is scored in the 6th spot, if I can get to him here. There he is. 4 cars in 5th, the 51 is in 4th. Oh, here's Flash, coming out now. He's got a bit of a gap on Loaderman. So pitting later seems to be a bit of a payoff, unless these guys might have taken, I don't know, 2 tires maybe? No, Flash only took fuel, I think. His tires are still worn out. They should be good enough to make it to the end. Just a bit of a splash of fuel on the 38 car, and that's going to keep him out in front. So yeah, strategy getting interesting here in stage 1. There's Loaderman in 2nd. I think he might be on the same strategy. Everyone else might have taken 2, if not 4 tires. I'll have to look and see here. Bad Fast. Let me look at his onboard here, see what he decided to take. Bad Fast took right sides only, so he's on a 2 tire call. The 48 car. I think Big Country in the pits right now. He could be out of this race, I'm not entirely sure. He's still in the 6th spot though, trying to get around 5th. And I think that was the end of the stage. Either way, here is your stage 1 winner, Showtime Flash. The strategy of taking fuel only pays off. And he's going to get that precious playoff point. And come out ahead in stage 1. 2nd place will be Loaderman, then Black Cross in 3rd, Elvin in 4th, MJ in 5th. Yeah, it appears that the 88 of Big Country, our first DNF of the night, it'll be back-to-back weeks that he will not be able to finish, so rough start to the season for the 88 crew. That Fast will restart in the 6th spot. The track position game benefits the 38, but the pit crew not fast enough on the stage break. Loaderman in the 53 is now your race leader as we start stage number 2 here at Auto Club. Now dead even into 1. 4 car looking to the inside, but the 24 shuts the door. Saying it's a bit too early to go 3 wide here. We'd seen that 21 car run the very top a lot so far tonight. It hasn't seemed to work for him so far, but he's trying everything he can since he is struggling at the moment trying to get through the pack here. Hasn't made up much ground so far, but as long as he's within the pack here, he's not quite out of it. And Loaderman's going to get credit for leading this lap. Showtime still in the 2nd spot. He's going to get a big push from him, who's getting a big push from Elvin. Bad Pass all over the back of the 24. And that's going to get him way out of the shape. Way out of shape. 3 wide, maybe 4 wide through 1 and 2. Let's see if everyone can keep it together here. I believe so. 3 wide deep in the field here. Nomad in the middle of D-Bat Motorsports. Bad Fast getting another push. This time from the 8 car. There's Shovelhead in the 14. Car sponsored by Peak, but I don't think it's reached its peak yet. D-Bat to the outside once again. Trying to hold off the 24 of Black Cross. Where's Motorsports going to go? There's a bit of a hold there. Shovelhead in the wall off 2. He's going to get split through the middle here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars maybe going to get around him. Oh, and more contact. Black Cross continuing to sink back in the running order. He's having to fight to hang on here. And he's going to lose the draft potentially. We might have a bit of a breakaway up front. It's still Loaderman up front. Bad Fast trying to make something happen on the bottom. 1-9's going to do it as well. Inside battle for 2nd. Looked like a bit of a shallow entry, but he's going to hang on to it. He gets a rough exit there as the train is leaving the station on the outside. Battle for the lead here into 3. Flash looking to get it back. MJ's going to go with him. There he is in the third spot. Battle for fourth between the 12 and the 51. And then you got the 48 of Bad Fast. And look who else is up there. The 47 of Portal Guy. I mentioned he needed a good race. It looks like he's having one so far. There he is in the top 7. As the second pack, 8th on back. Led by Shovelhead here. Oh, contact between Nomad and D-Bat. They're looking to go 4, almost 5 wide. Good God. Guys, I think I'd want to straighten out. Maybe run single file, try to run this pack down since these guys are racing pretty hard here. Bad Fast sinking back. As he is currently in the 7th position at the moment. Portal Guy looking to make a big push on the 12. On that inside. This is going to be for a top 5 spot. Side by side with Elvin Priest in that 51 car. Very low exit for the 47 as well as the 12. Meanwhile, further back, 8 and the 1 side by side. Here's the 32 of Motorsports fan in that Mustang. Black Cross struggling in stage 2. As we find him just barely hanging on to a top 10 spot at the moment. Nomad also struggling. As he's going to get passed by Ed though in the 1 car. Shovelhead leads D-Bat. Black Cross Motorsports fan. Meanwhile, back up front, side by side for the race lead. The 4 and the 38, 2 Fords. The Ford of the Stuart Haas car and the Front Row Motorsports number 38. And you got the Penske Ford, a 19mm. Along with the trio of Chevrolets. The 2 Rick Ware cars and the JTG Doherty number 47. The Portal Guy 22. Bad Fast. Seeing how racy this pack is, I think he might be just hanging in there. Just letting these guys race it out. Ooh, Black Cross might have made contact with Motorsports. I was just looking at Ed's onboard here. Shovelhead looking way high off too. D-Bat and Motorsports make contact. Maybe too much of a push in the middle of the turn. Ed gets into the wall. There is a lot going on here in just a short amount of time. As Black Cross still trying to complete his comeback tour as he is currently behind the 8 ball at the moment. But we saw this last week. I didn't really notice it much last week when he won, but he was behind through a good chunk of the race, but he stayed in it, fought back, and found himself in a position to win, in which he did. So we could see a little bit of that. Oh, and the 51 and 53 might have made contact off of turn 2. That's going to dissolve the outside. 1-9's going to clear for second. Portal Guy up to 3rd place. Showtime's going to drop back to 4th. Elvin Priest in the 5th spot. Bad Fast gets around Loaderman, and those two are going to work together. I get on board with, there we go, one of these two here. Elvin on the bumper of Showtime Flash. Those cars are running 4th and 5th at the moment. We could see a pass for 2nd place. These guys don't seem content running in a straight line. They'd be running a lot faster if they did. They still got plenty of time left in this 2nd stage, 17 to go. We should have at least one pit stop. Well, this, I believe, will be our longest green flag run of the night so far. We had our longest to clear out. Complete stage 1, I should say. We had a couple of cautions early, but I think these guys got their early race jitters out of the way, and now we're starting to see some better racing throughout the entire pack. It's still MJ Bros in that 4 car. Out in front, 19mm in 2nd. Portal Guy and Showtime Flash side by side for 3rd. Flash is going to get a push from Elvin into turn 1. 12 car shoots up off 2. He's going to go where the 4 car is. Portal guy's going to get shuffled back. No help behind him. He'll drop back to 5th. Not quite. He's going to fight back on the inside of Elvin. He's got a draft from the 38, but also look at the cars behind him that have caught back up. The 48 and the 53. Bad, Fast, and Loaderman are back in the mix. A little bit of wall contact into 1. Let's take a look at further back. I think this is for the 8th position. Nomad up to 9th, looking to get the 8th spot. But now he's got a challenger on the outside, Shovelhead and D-Bat, looking to go to the outside of him. Completely defenseless, not a whole lot he can do except run his line, and that inside line is pretty good. D-Bat changed his mind, he's going to go right with him. This is a battle for 9th place. 8 and the 21 on the inside of the 14, then you see the 1 and the 32 lurking back. Big swing from Shovelhead in that Pete car. Does Nomad have anything for Black Cross? Black Cross shuts the door on that run. Now, I believe these guys are going to be coming in for fuel and tires at some point here. Looking at the gauges on some of these onboards. Looking at Showtime Flash in the 38. Oh, we already see Shovelhead in. Let's see if anyone... Nope. Lone Soldier on pit road. Shovelhead's going to short pit. And we'll see what kind of ground he can make up. Let's see what the rest of the pack does. Get it on the right camera angle. There we are. Let's see who pits. Portal Guy, 1-9, Bad, Fast, Elvin. Everybody's coming in. Every single car. Oh, and a change of heart from the one of Ed, though. He's going to stay out. Let's see what that does him. Actually, he might have missed the pit stall. I think that's what happened, because that was a very late decision. That wouldn't have worked. So let's see who wins this race off pit road. Now, was there anybody else that stayed out? The 1 car stays out. There's Shovelhead exiting the pits. I don't think he meant to stay out. I think he just tried to avoid hitting somebody. Maybe he was going in too hot here. And here's the race off pit road. It's going to be, oh, a little bit of contact. 2 or 3 wide here, and it looks like MJ is going to win that race off pit road. Showtime Flash. And it's an absolute duel for 3rd between Portal Guy and 19mm. Where's that 14 car? Let's see how many spots he gained. Ed's in. He's going to get around the 32, 24, and maybe the 21, but hitting 1 lap early might not have done much for him. And the 1 car of Ed is now in the pit road, getting his service. Now the cycle is complete. Your race leaders, MJ Bros, ahead of Showtime Flash, ahead of Portal Guy, and 19mm. As we have a 4-car breakaway up in the front. And it looks like Elvin, I think, is the 5th place car. Yes, he is, ahead of Loaderman, ahead of Bad Fast, who are running 6th and 7th. And they have completely lost sight of the leaders up in front of them, as the sequence of pit stops is going to separate these guys just a little. Or at least it'll break this pack into 2. Because we already had packs of 2, now we have smaller, more bite-sized packs of cars, including this 4-car pack up in the front here. 19mm in the 12 car. Holds up the caboose. Bit of a bump and run into 3. That sends Portal Guy up the racetrack. And 19 is going to get the 3rd spot. Away from the 47 car. 1 down, 2 to go. Let's see if he can get these other 2 cars here heading into turn 1. 9 laps to go in stage number 2. Showtime looking to go for the Showtime sweep here. If he can get the first 2 stages. Not if the 12 car has anything to say about it. To the inside into 3. All the way downstairs. That 12 car goes, and everyone else is going to go down there as well. So not a whole lot the 12 car can really do there. But he is not content staying in line. Even though he's got plenty of time to set up a pass, he wants to do it now. Big push into turn 1. .38 washes up just a smidge. But he's got it gathered back up here, right behind the 4 car. Still out in front. Here's Portal in the 47. Once again, this is a good run. He needed it after missing the first race, so this will be a good haul of points. Even finishing 4th in this stage can work wonders, but he's going to want more than that. That hungry Jet car is pretty hungry. It's hungry for a stage win, if not a race win. That'll get him into the playoffs. Battle for 5th place between Elvin and Bad Fast. Elvin getting a push from Loaderman in the 53 on the outside. So that's 5th, 6th, and 7th. Then you see Black Cross in the 24 working with D-Bat Baseball in the 21 car. That is 8th and 9th, I believe. Motorsports fan in the 32 car right behind them. There's Shovelhead, who is continuing to struggle. Just outside of the top 10 here. Here's Ed in the 1. What a massive miscue on the sequence of pit stops that sets him even further back. But I think the good news is, for him, I don't think he's a lap behind. He could still be on the lead lap, but I'm not entirely sure at the moment. Oh, Showtime making a move down the back straightaway. 19's gonna go right with him. It was a matter of when the pass was gonna be made. And it's gonna be made heading to the line with 4 laps to go in the 2nd stage. MJ pinching that 12 car down. Trying to make sure he doesn't have a big enough runoff too. All the way down to the white paint. He wants the lead back into 3. Side by side for the lead. He gets it up pretty high, but that car is completely wound up. And it's going to clear the 38 car, 4 car back out in front. .38 back to the outside, 12 car goes with him. This Mike's going to run a defensive line on the bottom. Looks like Bad Fast and Elvin are going to run down Portal for position, because he's losing this top 3 at the moment. Back to the inside. It's Showtime here in the closing laps in stage 2. That is if Showtime Flash can make the pass. And look at 19mm to the inside. No, he tucks back in line. They still got a little bit of time left. Got 2 laps to go, in fact. This stage win is going to be settled amongst these 3. And I'm sure the rest of the field, maybe Portal Guy, is hoping these guys will wreck out. Look at 19mm in the 12 car. Making it 3 wide. Absolute dive bomb into 3. Gets it in way too tight. Sends Mike up the track. And the 38's going to keep it painted way down low. There's still 3 wide off 4. And these guys still got one more lap left to decide who gets the stage point. It's Showtime on the inside, Mike on the outside. We got a battle for 4th here. Bad Fast Elvin getting around Portal. Loaderman with a little bit of contact for 4th place. Showtime with a big push from the 12 car. 19mm in the 3rd spot. Let's see what he does. He's looking to make it 3 wide once again. Three wide for the stage win, and it's going to be MJ that gets it. Unbelievable. What a battle. MJ Bross, also known as Mike RPM, gets the 2nd stage win. He edges out Showtime Flash and 19mm who gets the 2nd spot. Showtime was not able to get the Showtime sweep. He'll have to settle for 3rd in this stage. Bad Fast in 4th. Elvin Priest in 5th. Portal Guy slides back to 6th. Then Loaderman, Black Cross, D-Bat Baseball, and Motorsports Fan in the 32 car gets the final point. Let's take a look at the chat here. Steve Prodi says, nice racing. Yes, indeed. We got the best of the business here tonight at Auto Club, and that is what you saw right there. 3 wide action. That was just for the stage. Imagine what it'll be like for the actual race win. Good God. Anyway, stage 3 underway here. MJ, your race leader, stage 2 winner. 19mm start on the outside in 2nd. He's going to slide back here. Big run from Showtime. Back up to 2nd. Here comes Elvin in the 51. Looks like these 2 cars got a great run through 3 and 4. The 12 car slides way up the racetrack. It's going to be side by side for 3rd. Be a matter of which train can pull the hardest. There's 2 of them, one on the inside and one up top. Portal Guy way to the inside of Motorsports Fan in the 32 is looking to make up some lost ground. Same with the 24 Black Cross. Back up into the top 5, that HendrickCars.com Chevy. Our most recent winner. We saw him struggling in stage 2. Here he is back in the hunt. Elvin Priest in the 6th position. Motorsports Fan up to 7th. As he got around Loaderman, who's looking to get that spot back way down to the inside, goes the 53 car. The 47 of Portal Guy, who had an excellent stage 2. He's sliding back in the running order. He's getting passed left and right here. Showtime Flash in the 38 car. On the outside, looking to get past. Not wanting to get past, but almost had it there from the 12, but he's going to get some help from the 24 and the 51. Battle for the lead between Bad Fast and MJ. Let's see what kind of run Mike has here on the outside of 2. Has nothing for him here. Bad Fast just had an excellent turn 1. And put Bad Fast back out in front in that Ally Chevrolet. Intense, close racing here at Auto Club Speedway. If we get something like this here heading to the finish, it'll be like a California Gold Rush. like in the 1850s. This time the gold will be in the form of a trophy. That's what these guys are going to be fighting for. Throughout the season, there's trophies on the line for these guys. One for the regular season championship, as well as the one for the final championship heading into Homestead. That'll be the championship race. Look at these guys, 3 wide back of the pack. Oh, and Shovelhead in the grass! Looks like a single car incident. Not sure if that'll be a caution or not. That'll be 2 weeks in a row that Shovelhead has some sort of mishap happen in the final stage. He had that speeding penalty last week. Resorted to him finishing outside of the top 10, and we might happen again here for the 2nd week in a row. Absolutely not how he wanted his season to start. But it's a long season, he'll have plenty of time to get back in it. We'll just have to check this one off the list and try again next week. We'll be at Richmond next week for race number 3, 3/4 mile short track. And now it's all aboard the Bad Fast Express as he is conducting this train up in the front. Let's see if Blackcross, he's peeking, he's barely thinking of making a move. A little unsure if he wants to do it. Either way, Elvin's going to go with them regardless. At least that's what it looked like there, but still in a line at the moment. Elvin's, maybe not, he's going to the outside. Oh, he might have gotten the wall, actually. Yep. Losing spot by spot as it got cut off. I think it looked like he got really tight off too and might have got into the wall, as he is now on the outside. Want to give a shout out to Queen Bulldog in the chat, who's cheering on these gladiators who are constantly going into battle. Look at the 51 car on the outside looking in, looking to fight back. Blackcross up to 3rd. Is 1 not going to make a run? He does, but he might have made it a little late. As he got to the back of the 24 a little bit, down the back straightaway. There's just not enough room for him to come up, as everyone is just going to go to the outside. Showtime Flash and Portal Guy, we saw him sliding back at the start of stage 3. He's climbed right back out of the rut. Back in the top 10 is that 47 car. There's Loaderman in the 53. Another driver that's had an up and down day. We had a lot of up and down days, but I can't even keep track of all of them. It is still Bad Fast in that 48 Ally Chevrolet out in front. I need to take a quick break, but I don't want to miss anything. And I don't want to miss this either. Another move. 19mm has probably been the most daring driver so far today. He's been making moves left and right, sending it down to the inside. This is for the 3rd spot on Blackcross. Let's see if he makes the move here. And he's just going to get freight trained again. Even if he almost had it that time. This time people are going to go with him. They see how fast that 12 car is. And the 38 and the 53 are going to go right with him. Now he has some support. He's showing these guys, hey, I got a fast car. I can make moves. Join me. Work with me here. I need some help. Join me if you want to go to the front. And that's what they're doing. Got casting support from the 38, the 53, and the 47. As Bad Fast, MJ Bros, and Blackcross is still your top three at the moment. 19 in fourth, Showtime in fifth, Loaderman sixth, Portal Guy in seventh place. And Elvin in the eighth position, I think. And then you got Motorsports Fan in ninth, D-Bat Baseball rounding out your top 10 in that Menards car for Wood Brothers Racing. And you got MFF Nomad, who's been kind of hanging back most of the race. Here's Ed, though, in the one car. That stage caution helped him get caught back up, but he just doesn't seem like he's got the car that has the pace to keep up with the rest of these guys, which is not how he wanted this race to go. Motorsports looking to make a pass on Elvin. Maybe Elvin washed up a little bit. Because if I were a Motorsports fan, I just want to stick with that 51 car and catch back up with this lead pack. And I think that's what they're doing here. They are reeling them back in. Elvin's a fisher. He knows a thing or two about reeling things in. And we got cars coming down on pit road. The 200 cars, the 48 and the 24 are on pit road. Nomad is going to join them. And he gained a lot of ground. This could be Nomad's chance here to make up some lost ground on this pit stop with this short pit. But meanwhile, the 200 cars of Black Cross and Bad Fast on pit road early. Now, will this be the domino effect for the rest of these drivers to come in? As Mike RPM is your leader, 19mm looks like he might be signaling he'll be coming in. And he is. Oh, and Portal, oh my goodness. Loaderman in, Portal in, 3 wide on pit road entry. Elvin, D-Bat, Motorsports. Most of the field's going to pit on this stop. Not enough real estate on pit road for these guys to be running side by side. Black Cross and Bad Fast out of pit road, as well as the 8 of Nomad. Now, the drivers that stayed out. You saw Ed coming out here. MJ Bronson, Showtime Flash, still haven't pitted yet. These guys are running a little bit longer on their fuel tank. Let's see if they both come in this time. And they do. Let's see if the 38 can close in. Now they're pretty dead even on pit entry here. No one makes sure their lights are not blinking red. These guys don't want to be speeding on pit road. And here's the race off pit road. Loaderman in the 53 is going to come out ahead of 19. D-Bat and Portal are side by side. Then you got Elvin, Motorsports Fan. Might have gone in the grass there. Maybe just a little. He seems fine. Might have lost a little bit of ground doing that, but you see the effect short pitting has had as the 48 and 24 open up the gap on the rest of this pack. Let's check back in with the other cars that pitted here. The 4 and the 38. And it looks like Showtime Flash with the better pit crew is going to come out ahead of the 4 car. Now these guys are going to slide behind here, but now they have the freshest tires out of the rest of this pack. Bad Fast cycles out to the front. Black Cross in second, MJ in the third spot. Showtime Flash, then Loaderman, then 19, then D-Bat Baseball in the 21, who gains a few spots. As does the 8 of Nomad, who gets ahead of the 32 of Motorsports. So now, we watch the 4 and the 38. The freshest tires out of this entire pack. The top 2 cars pitted the earliest, so it'll be a matter of time when those 2 worlds intersect. Will they have anything to hold these guys off? But Bad Fast has a monstrous lead. Black Cross, not much you can really do about it. No contest. Put the 4 car back up to second. Loaderman gets around the 38. for position. And Blackcross going to have a ton of hungry hounds behind him. Even though his tires are older, they're not that much older. They should still be good enough to hang on and keep up with the guys around him. But if I'm Loaderman for showtime, I want to get around these guys because I got fresher tires. I need to go, go, go. So I'm surprised the 38 got passed by the 53. Either way, good run for Loaderman, that 53 car, to get around the 38 of Showtime Flash for that position. Let's see if he can hang on to it. Meanwhile, that gap is closing now to about a half a second between the 48 and the 4. This is for the race lead. Blackcross hanging on to that third spot. Loaderman thought about making a peak. Now it's down to about 3/10. I'm sure once they reach to turn 3, it'll be down to less than a 10th. And he's to the bumper. Not quite. Oh, up the track goes Loaderman. Flash can't hang back any longer. That's where he should be right now. He came out ahead of the 4 car, but just got stuck in traffic. And he's having a hard time digging out of that. And look outside. And that's what it looks like. He's building up a big run on Bad Fast. He's running the arc line, arcing it from the top rope all the way downstairs into turn 2. And that's exactly what the plan is. Let's see if he can execute. 2 lap fresher tires than Bad Fast. Out, put the 4 car back out in front, but 48's gonna fight back. Or at least tuck back in line. Bad Fast still has a Bad Fast race car. Blackcross in the 3rd spot, Loaderman in 4th, Showtime Flash in 5th, 19mm 6th, Elvin in the 7th spot, Portal Guy in 8th, Motorsports Fan in 9th, D-Bat Baseball rounds out your top 10. Then you see, I believe that's Nomad, then I think Ed in the 1 car, all the way out in the distance. Country out, shovel ahead, we saw him crashing on the front stretch, mowing the grass through the infield, and now it'll be 2 weeks in a row for him where he doesn't have the best of finishes, so that'll be 2 DNFs in a row for the 14 team. Very unfortunate. Meanwhile, the 48 back out in front. Big push from the Hendrick car. That 24 of a Blackcross. Loaderman up to 3rd, getting around that 4 car, who's sliding back. Not quite, he's fighting back. He's going to go where the air takes him, and that's where the air is taking him at the moment. Loaderman getting hung out to dry. D-Bat on the outside once again, trying to make the outside work, as he's back in the hunt. Any of these cars have a shot at victory here. For a second, it looked like the faster guys were going to pull away with it on the pit stops, with it being, oh, Motorsports in the wall, that 32 car way up the racetrack. Contact between the 12 and the 53 off 4. This thing is getting physical, ladies and gentlemen. D-Bat to the inside of Portal Guy for position. Elvin all over the bumper of his Rick Ware teammate. As the 2 Hendrick cars out in front. As I was saying, it looked like with the sequence of pit stops, the faster guys were going to pull out and pull ahead, especially with the amount of fresher tires we saw that 4 car have, as well as the 38. 38 got stuck in traffic, and there he is back in the running order. Actually lost spots on that sequence. But no, the pack all back together. Even guys that we thought were probably maybe out of it, but they're definitely not. D-Bat Baseball, Portal Guy. Those guys have as much of a chance as the guys up front do. I think D-Bat heard me. He's going to the inside of Elvin for position. And that's another pass on Showtime. And it looks like the handling might be going away on the 38 car. The later stretch of the race just doesn't quite have it at the moment. We should be expecting another pit stop here at some point, especially for the top two cars since they were the earliest to pit, which you would think would be a disadvantage, but here they are, still 1-2. Even when we saw Mike get around the 48 car, the 48 fought back. Showtime Flash. I know I keep talking about him, but I thought he'd be up there. He's in 8th right now. And if Portal Guy decides to make a move on him, that could put him back to 9th place. Quite a bit of side-by-side action. Unless these guys might be pitting now. Yes, they are. More of them, in fact. Big run for D-Bat, and he might have missed pit road, and he did! Oh, no. They were 3, 4 wide, maybe 5 wide. I don't even know. They were plenty wide coming into pit road, and there just wasn't enough room for the 21 who was coming in red hot. And sometimes red hot can be too hot, and that was the case for D-Bat Baseball. Massive strikeout for the 21 car. But he turns it back around, gets into the pits. He's going to lose time, though. But he's not giving up, though. Oh. I believe D-Bat might have taken no tires. He might be on fuel-only call. Once again, these guys getting really physical on pit road, even exiting pit road. Black Cross comes out ahead of Bad Fast D-Bat Baseball. This is a desperation move that he did not want to make. I believe he took fuel only on that stop as damage control, but is that really going to do anything? Especially if it stays green. The hope would be if he gets a caution. While that's going on, I missed the other cars that still need to pit here. Motorsports fan pitting by himself in the 32. Go Fast Racing Ford Mustang. Who else still needs to pit? Our race leaders. MJ, Loaderman, Flash, 1-9. These guys haven't pitted yet. Sticking to their guns on this strategy, especially the 4 and the 38 who have the freshest tires. 53 and the 12 doing a really good job keeping up. The 53 is going to come in and undercut these drivers, as he doesn't feel comfortable pitting in a pack, and I don't blame him, especially with what happened there. He's going to pit all by himself. But he's coming in a lap earlier, which could pay dividends for him if him and his pit crew execute. And I believe that's the 4 car signaling now that he's coming in, as the other 2 cars take notice of that. He's going to come in by himself as well, the 12. Not surprised the 38's going to stretch it out longer, but interesting change of tune for the 12 car. 19mm believes that Showtime Flash might have the winning strategy. As for, there's Loaderman with the short pit. He's going to come out ahead momentarily, but he's got to get up to speed. Oh, he tried to merge back in traffic. Had to get to the apron. That was really close. And the 38's going to come in here. 12 car still stretching it. Anyway, here's D-Bat, who's completely lost his group of friends here. Elvin Priest and Portal Guy are going to work together as Black Cross and Bad Fast Also pitted with the 51 and the 47. They came out ahead. The 48 gets back around the 24 as they're going to work together and run down the 12 car, who I believe is the leader since he hasn't pitted yet. Or did he pit? Or am I the idiot? Am I the idiot? I don't know. We'll find out if I'm the idiot or not. Let's check in with Flash. I think he might be pitting right now. Well, he was pitting. He's coming out now, that 38 car. I'm losing track of everything that's going on. He is scored as the race leader at the moment, ahead of the 4 car of MJ. And then third place, being a battle between 1-9 and Loaderman. I'll have to check back in later, but I could have sworn the 12 car still hadn't pitted. Unless I missed it. If so, then please correct me in the chat if I'm the idiot here. It needs to be fired. We need an actual stat guy. This is a one-man show, man. I can't do this all alone. Ooh, look at this battle here. I'm sounding like Jeff Gordon saying, look at this all the time. Bad Fast, Black Cross. Getting around 19mm and Loaderman. Elvin and Portal Guy still working together to run this group down. Sniper is saying he hasn't seen the 12 car pit yet either, so maybe I'm not an idiot after all. If so, very impressive that he's still able to keep up with these guys. I think this might be a run to the finish. I haven't looked in a while to see what lap these guys are on. But here's our top 2. It's Showtime up in the front. MJ Bross in second. Bad Fast in third. Black Cross in fourth. 19mm in the 5th spot. 2 laps to go. This race is about to wrap up sooner than I thought. Doesn't seem like a whole lot's really going on at the moment. Everyone's pretty strung out. Third on back, they're going to fight those positions amongst themselves, as the top 2 cars are all running by themselves. Showtime Flash in the 38 car. A little bit of strategy. Didn't really take tires on that pit stop. A splash of fuel. We saw him do this in stage 1. 1 lap to go. Can the tires hold on for one final lap? Got a pretty big lead over the 4 car, who might have done the same thing because he hasn't really gained a whole lot of ground. What a run it has been for the 38 car of Showtime Flash. A massive haul of points, winning stage number 1 and capturing the checkered flag here at Auto Club Speedway. Showtime Flash 9, your race winner here at Auto Club. MJ Bross in second, Bad Fast third, Black Cross in fourth, Elvin Priest 5th for 2 weeks in a row. Portal Guy comes home in 6th, 19mm in 7th, Loaderman in 8th, Motorsports Fan in 9th, and MFF Nomad rounds out your top 10. 11th and 12th will be D-Bat Baseball and MFF Ed, though. We'll finish 11th and 12th. Our 2 DNFs being Shovelhead and Big Country. So we had some pretty exciting racing here. A little bit of strategy. We had pretty much everything you could ask for in a race. We had it here tonight. And how about it? Round of applause for the 38 crew, who have put on a masterclass in racing and in strategy, and have pulled off the victory in California. We've had more finishers this time. Look at these lap times, 38.3, 38.4s, all across the board. You're going to see them all over the leaderboard. I believe for the week. Let's take a look at those. You're going to get a lot of lap times like those, especially with the draft. Just about everyone that is on this daily board ran that lap in the race, or at least ran it today. And even most of them beat my lap at 38.4. That's insane. We got a lot of fast drivers. Here's we get our top 3 finishers in the booth here. I'm going to step out for a quick second here. Make sure we got everything sorted out. Alright, and we are back. Here's we got our top 3 finishers in the booth with me tonight. Let's start with our 3rd place finisher, my man Bad Fast.
Hey,
What's up, man? This race had pretty much everything. It seemed like, from exciting action, 3 wide, even 4 wide, and also varying strategies. A lot of comers and goers. You come home 3rd. Walk me through your race tonight.
well, it was a good day. Congrats to Showtime. He's probably one of the best at the strategies. I'm not so much. My car is not really set up for that. But yeah, back and forth. Got hung out there second stage maybe. And then yeah, I just couldn't get down, and so I had to stay on the high side. That's pretty rough. And then they were side by side by side. I think 4 deep for forever, so I was just riding there trying to save gas. I don't know. I'm terrible at strategy.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not flat out, I can't.
Yeah.
I could try, you know.
Well,
But overall, good day, I guess.
yeah. Well, hindsight's always 20/20. You could always look back and be like, well, I should have done this. I could have done that, and all that. But like, is there anything you felt like you could have done different on strategy that would have helped you?
No, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I never have to do strategy, so
Yeah.
Showtime's got he's got a lot of experience with the FRR and racing league, you know, and all that. And I don't, so I don't really know what my car does with 2 tires, no tires. So yeah, I just got to race it out. Whatever happens, happens.
Either way, back-to-back podium finishes. So
Cool.
let's move on to our 2nd place
Losing
finisher.
points though.
Yeah. All right, we
Thanks,
got MJ in the 2nd spot. Mike got the stage win in stage 2, 3 wide. It was exciting stuff.
Yeah, it was a great race, and man, I was having a lot of fun in that stage with the 12 and the 38. We kind of all decided to work together there, and then kind of figure it out with a couple laps to go, and yeah, we put in a good show there. Showtime got us a little bit with the strategy there at the end. Just got out of the pits, I think, in and out better than me.
Yeah.
I tried to do what he was doing on strategy because I got beat in the 1st stage with him taking no tires, so I figured that was going to be the winning move. So it was a good race overall, though. Congrats to Flash for the win.
Now, if I remember, because I remember both you and Showtime came in at the same time. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You were ahead of him on pit entry, so do you like gain ground there? Do you have a faster pit stop? What happened?
Well, I pitted a lap before him the 2nd sequence. I think because he was able to save a little bit more because I was the lead. I was more the lead car that second after I had pitted initially, so I think he was just able to get. He was just able to, you know, get in and out quicker than me, you know, just on a different lap. But I mean, we both did no tires, so.
Yeah, well, either way, still a good points day for you as well. 2nd place, even though 1 spot short. Still can hang your head high.
Back-to-back weeks.
Yeah. There you
We'll
go.
figure it out. We'll get there next week, hopefully.
All right, and our race winner, Showtime Flash, put on a master class on strategy. Had a really fast race car to go along with it. So, walk me what was going through your head in that final stage.
Well, just was doing some math on the first few laps, seeing if I could maybe save, a couple laps each run. It'd put me in a range that I would just have to take, hopefully the shortest amount of fuel possible, and do no tires, because if I ran it out hard, I probably would have had to pit with 9 or 10 laps to go, and that's a long ways to go with no tires. So probably another couple laps, the guys who did take 4 would have ran us down. But yeah, I mean, I was just blending in, really, just trying to hide out, 5th or 6th place and ride. I mean, the draft was so strong. It was either everyone was going to be side by side or single file, and just found a good spot there, and I'm glad it worked out. I didn't know. I knew after the first run that Mike was probably saw what I was doing, and we did rely on him a little bit to run the 24 and the 48 down, and I think that's what caused him to pit a little bit early. And then I full sent it on pit entry, and it was about the best entry I've had, at least in a while. So I think that was really the difference, and my exit was decent. But yeah, really cool to get the win, and a lot of good racing the first couple races there. So hopefully we can keep it going.
Yep, excellent stuff. Every little bit counts. His strategy was a big, big factor in this race, and Showtime got the win. Now, all three of you still in here. This can go to any of you. This is a free range question. Richmond's next week. What can we expect, and how you guys feel about it heading into that race next week?
I think I read somewhere that Richmond is Flash's favorite track, so
Oh.
I love Richmond. Long
I'm
green
decent.
flag runs, please.
I don't know what I got against these guys, but I know I'm pretty good there.
Yeah. Completely different shift from what we've been doing these bigger tracks. Now we go to something less than a mile, much smaller. So it'll be definitely different. But I look forward to it. Well, I like running Richmond, even though I'm not really good there. But
Probably won't be a strategy race. I don't think. Is my guess. I hope it's not.
Don't never say never, Bessa.
Yeah.
I'm not saying never.
On paper, probably not. But yeah, we'll find out.
if you got some perfectly timed cautions, anything can be a strategy race.
Yeah.
But that'll do it for tonight, gentlemen. Congratulations once again to Showtime Flash. Y'all are free to head on out now if you so please. I'm gonna wrap things up here.
All right, guys. Good racing.
10-4.
Yeah, good job.
Have a good one, guys. Thanks for commentating as always, Timmy.
Yeah, glad to have you. I just sit on my ass and just watch. You guys are the real stars. So, all right, we'll do a recap of the results in a moment, and then we're gonna head on out. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. We're about to head on out here in a few minutes. I just want to do one last rundown on our results. You can expect the highlight reel of this race to come up maybe sometime later this weekend. Been working on those. I'm going to do one for each race, so stay tuned for that. Of course, our race winner, Showtime Flash, pretty much executed everything correctly from setup to strategy. Got the stage win on strategy, taking fuel only. And just about did the same thing heading to the checkered, and that gets him the victory over MJ Bros, who finishes in the second spot, who tried the same thing, just didn't quite have enough to keep up with the 38 car in the final stretch, so he'll have to settle for second. Either way, he wins stage number 2, so still a good haul of points for him as well. Then you got Bad Fast in the 48 car in third. Good run for him. Just kind of missed it on the strategy to his own admission, but either way, still a good run for him. Last week's winner, I can find him, Black Cross in the 24. Our last week's winner, Black Cross, will have to settle for fourth. Then you got Elvin Priest in the 5th spot for 2 weeks in a row. Portal Guy in his first race back in Phantom, he finishes 6th, so a good run for him. Maybe I won't do this next time. This takes too much time. 19mm in the 7th spot. We saw him up near the front, especially in stage 2. That 3-wide finish came up just short, but a good run for him. Not quite the finish to reflect it, 7th place, but either way, still a good points haul for him. Then you got not too far. Loaderman in the 8th spot. And you pretty much get the point. But I'm still going to do it. I want to make sure I do everyone. Motorsports Fan in 9th place. Then Nomad in 10th. 11th DBAT. We actually have more than 10 cars finish the race this time, so big ups there. And then you got Ed in the 12th spot, our last of the lead lap finishers in this race. Tough break for Shovelhead, back-to-back DNFs for him, as well as Big Country in the 88. How convenient they were both next to each other here, so I didn't have to scroll too far. But not convenient that they both finished DNF back-to-back weeks, so they're looking to rebound. Next week, which is Richmond. We're gonna head on out here. If you don't wanna miss next week's race, I recommend subscribing to the Phantom Racing League channel. We do races every Thursday night at 9:05 Eastern Time. Or maybe somewhere around that time. Maybe we'll be a little bit early, maybe we'll be a little bit late, who knows. Highlight reel should come up later this weekend. Maybe we'll upload some highlights on the shorts, and maybe also follow us on our TikTok page, our Instagram page. Check us out on the website. Put a lot of work into that thing as well. It's the Phantom Racing League signing off. Until next time, y'all take it easy.